Hey guys, Shabazz here from Adams8908. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to remotely lock your Android phone by using your Google ID. So without any further ado, let's get started. So in my last video, I've mentioned a feature of iPhones wherein you guys will be able to lock your iPhone using your Apple ID. And finally, I figured out the way to lock your Android device remotely by using your Google ID. If you lost your phone, you guys will be able to block your phone by putting in the code so that if you find your phone back, so you guys can enter that code and unlock your phone. So in this video, I will give you guys step-to-step instructions to follow in order to enable the remote locking feature of the Android device. Before we start, we're gonna have to make sure about few things. Phones should be connected to the internet, like the data connection of the phone should be turned on. The GPS and the location service of the phone should be turned on. So let's go ahead and turn on the location service on the phone. So you're gonna have to open the app drawer and go to settings. Now in settings, we have to search for location. In location, we have to turn on this service. Once you turn on the service, it will give you a pop-up which will ask you to agree to the terms and condition. If you want, you can read this terms and condition and click on agree. So the first step is done. We have turned on the location service on our phone. Now you have to go to the Google settings and you have to search for Google settings, which is right here. I'm going to click on the Google settings. So here we have to search for a security option. So this is the security option. I'm gonna click here. So this is the main page. This is the page wherein you guys will be able to turn on the remote lock and erase feature. As you guys can see, the third option from the top here, it says that if you turn on this feature, you guys are enabling your phone to get locked remotely, and you guys will be able to delete all the data from your phone remotely. So this erase stands for factory reset. So this erase doesn't means that you guys will also be able to erase all the data from the memory card. The external storage will remain the same. It will just factory reset your phone. So if we turn on this feature, so it will bring you the Android device manager, which will have 3 points here. First point says that you will be able to erase all the data remotely. The second point says that you guys will be able to change the unlock password remotely. If you want to lock this device, you guys will be able to do that remotely, as well as you guys will be able to set a password so that no one can unlock this device apart from you. And the third point says that lock this screen. That means you guys will be able to lock the screen. That means no one can unlock the screen. If you have if you have the password, that will be a totally different story altogether. But yeah, so it's gonna give you the option to cancel and activate. We're gonna activate this feature. So now at this point, our phone is good to go. Now we will be able to lock this phone remotely from our computer. So let me take you guys to the computer and show you guys the steps to how to remotely lock this device by using your Google ID. Alright, so now we are on the computer screen, and we have the device at the right hand corner of the of the LCD right here. So I've taken the remote access of my computer just to make things simple, because it's way complicated to work on a keyboard and create lots of disturbance in between. So I thought of taking a remote access and making things more simple for you guys. So yes, we're gonna have to go to Google. We have to search for Android device manager in the search bar. We have to type Android device manager in search bar, and we have to search for it. So once Google gives us the search result, the first link will be for Android device manager. We're gonna have to click on the first link. So if you click on the first link for Android device manager, it's gonna ask you for your user ID and password. Once you enter your user ID and password, you will be routed to the same page. You will see the same page, which will welcome you to the Android device manager, and it will ask you to accept the terms and condition, if that is the terms and condition. I'm standing way far from the computer. I'm not able to read that. I'm using my Android Can you guys imagine I'm using my Android device as a touchpad for my computer? So this is the device from which I've taken the remote access of my computer, and I'm using my device as a touchpad, and moving the cursor. I'm gonna go ahead and click on I accept. You have to accept the terms and condition. Now you guys will see the location. It will give you the location where exactly you are. So this is the location where my device is right now. So it will take time, like, depends upon your internet speed, how fast is your internet connection. It will sync your location from the Google server, and it will take some time. So yeah, this is my device name. I can go ahead and rename my device by clicking on this pencil icon here. I'm really having hard time using this. So if I click on the pencil icon, I will be able to name my device. If I can, it's becoming hard for me to yeah, okay, so I can name my device as Adams8908. Yeah, so I have done. So I've clicked on change. So this is my device name now, and every time if I log into this page, it will show me my device, and this is the arrow. If I click on this arrow, I will be able to see how many devices I have used by this Google ID. So yeah, so this is my location, and this is the last online time and last online date. Yeah, so all these are something which is not that important, but yes, this will be the important information. If your device is lost, you guys will be able to monitor your device, monitor the location for your device, to be more precise. Now here we have three options. First is the ring, second is the lock, and third is the erase. I'm gonna go to all of these options one by one. So first, let's go ahead and click on ring. By the way, our device is at the extreme right hand side of the display, extreme right hand side of the monitor. If you guys can see, this is the device. This is the device, and it shows that the satellite icon, it shows that the GPS is on for the device. It shows that the GPS is on for the device, if you guys can see. And if I click on ring, my phone will start ringing. It's gonna give you the pop-up box which will which will ask you to ring your device. So if I click on ring, if my phone starts ringing. Now my phone is not ringing. What's wrong? Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out. So I'm gonna pause the video right now, and I'm gonna check what's happening, and I'm gonna be right back. So pausing the video. Alright, so we are back. It was a very silly reason why the phone was not ringing. So the phone's ringer volume was at the minimum, so that's the reason why my phone was not ringing. So yeah, let's go ahead and continue the process. If I click on ring here, it will gonna give me the pop-up which says that your device will ring at full volume for 5 minutes. So if I click on ring, my device will start ringing, and I will be able to find my device. If I click on ring, if I can. So now you see, and the phone started ringing. Yeah. So yeah, my phone will ring for 5 minutes, and if I want to turn off the ringing, I'm gonna have to just press the power button once, and again turn on the device. So now I will lock my device remotely. Let's see how this feature works. If I click on lock, it's gonna ask me for a password. Now this password is required for me to unlock the device if I find my phone. So I'm gonna go ahead and put in the password. So let's go ahead and put in the password as if I can just take the cursor, or if I can just take the cursor here. Working remotely is a big deal, by the way, guys. The password, so let's put in the password 1234, and in order to confirm the password, so now let's confirm the password 1234. Now the fourth option, according to me, is important, because so it's asking us for a phone number. That means it wants a phone number. So if you put a phone number here in this box, and if you lock the device, on your device it will show the option to call an emergency number, and if you click on that call button, it will call on the same number you are putting in here. So I'm gonna put in my number, any number. So let's say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, and I'm gonna lock the device. So again, the device is at the right hand side here. Let me just bring the device a little bit at the center of the screen, so that you guys can see real time. So now the device is at the center of the screen, and I am locking the device. Okay, the phone number is not. I think the message says that please include a message to display with your phone number. That's optional, but yes, let's say I'm gonna enter. Let's say I am entering. I've been locked. I've been locked remotely. Yeah, that's something nice. Okay, so I've locked my device, and as you guys can see on the phone screen, it says I've been locked remotely, and it's asking for a password. Let me just show you guys how it looks like. So as you guys can see, it has also changed the screen display timer, like the display turn off timer, and my display is turning off a little bit quicker. If I can just show you guys what I have on the screen, it says that I've been locked remotely, and yeah, so it's turning off very quickly, guys. Trust me, I'm just it's giving me a hard time to show you guys. Yeah, so it shows that I've been locked remotely, and in order to unlock, you're gonna have to call on the number. So call the owner. If I call the owner, it will dial. If I call the owner number you see here, 1 2 3 4 5 6, that's the owner number. So yeah, if I go to the home screen, so now it's asking me for a lock code. So if I enter the lock code, which is 1 2 3 4, and then okay, yeah, you see the device is unlocked now. I'm gonna have to turn on the autofocus, because so this is how we use the Android device manager to lock our device remotely. I was not able to show you guys how to factory reset the device because I've got lots of data on the device, but it works the same way. Like, you're gonna have to just click on erase and it will perform the factory reset. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Please do subscribe for my channel in order to support my channel. Thanks a lot, guys, for watching this video, and I'll catch you guys in next one. Peace.